Well, hello, kids of the kingdom. Bonham Kids Children's Ministry is now, for a little while, in your home. That's right, in your home. We used to meet down in the Golden Grove Zone. We're going to meet for a few weeks in your own home, in your house. Got your dog or your cat. Why would you want a cat? But anyway, so we have been talking about the book of Romans, and I think we're almost done with it, but I got a very important lesson for you today. That's right, very important lesson. Do you like me here or here? Yeah, right here? Okay, right here. So anyway, just kidding. I'm kidding. Kidding. Now, it's our third week, 3 weeks. Remember, everybody who goes to kids' church gets one of these t-shirts. All right. Now, during Halloween, we had a thing called, what was it called? Trick or trunk? No, trunk or treat? Was it called trunk or treat? I don't know. It's my first one. I enjoyed it. But anyway, I was Moses. So I had like this white kind of like, I don't know, it's like a robe, right? And then I had this white wig, and I had a staff, right? Big old stick. And I was Moses, you know. I had the 10 Commandments. I was too lazy to write them, so I just kind of scribbled like it was Arabic. But anyway, so I'm walking around, and all these kids are going, "Oh, are you Gandor?" I don't know who Gandor is. What's a Gandor? Or they'd say, "Are you an old man?" Yeah, I'm old. Man, you don't have to keep reminding me. But anyway, nobody knew I was Moses. Does that bother you whenever they call you by a different costume? Isn't that crazy? So, we are going to talk about something really serious. Now, I have no idea why I told you that story about my costume. But anyway, one of the things that you're going to hear all the time is Christians this, Christians that. I'm a believer. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. And the thing is that when you're in elementary, kind of don't know what that means. But I'm going to kind of explain that to you. A believer, a Christian, is a person who has asked Jesus to save them. Right? Now, let me draw a little picture here, okay? Let's say that you are on a boat, all right? Here's like the motor, right? And then here's like Grandpa, and then here's you. Hey, Grandpa, I wonder if the water's cold, okay? And all of a sudden, you decide that being in the water was no longer exciting, and you jump in, okay? Now, you can't tell, but this little guy has like, hang on. This is weird, man. This little guy here has a frowny face. Why? Because he's not happy. He jumped in the water. What does Grandpa have to do now? Huh? Should Grandpa shoot a Nerf gun at him? Bounce off his head. Should Grandpa do that? No, because he's kind of in trouble, right? He's in the water. The water's kind of deep, and he's kind of afraid, right? Maybe he can swim, but, this isn't a swimming pool. So, what does Grandpa need to do? He needs to save him, or Dad, whoever it is. I go fishing with my father-in-law, so I always say Grandpa. So, he needs to save little Junior, okay? One of the ways he can do it is by throwing him one of those lifesavers, right? They float, and he'll throw it, and he'll put it around him, and then he'll be saved. Or he can jump off the boat if he can swim to his son or his grandson, and then put him back on the boat. That is called being saved, all right? And what does being saved means? That means that you are saved from, in this case, that means you're safe from drowning, right? But in our case, when Jesus saves us, he saves us from sin and the price that we have to pay for sin. Remember a couple of weeks ago I told you that the price for sin was what? We like to say it we like to read it. It says in the Bible, death. But it doesn't mean that you're gonna like this, right? That's not what it means. It means that you get separated from who? From who? From God, right? That's what happens when we sin. And everybody who sins gets separated from God. Does Thomas sin? Yes. Yes, I do. But listen to this. That if you confess with your mouth Jesus as Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved from the price of sin. So he says, if you confess with these are your lips. I should just draw the nose, right? Oh, I'm terrible at drawing. See, now I got to draw more because I messed this up. And now I've made a very horrible looking person, okay? And your heart. So the Bible says that if you confess with your mouth, right? Now, imagine this. Everything that's in your heart comes out of your mouth, okay? Sometimes when you have a friend that curses all the time, or he says mean things, or if there's a bully, a lot of times it's because their heart is injured, okay? It's a Band-Aid. Oh man, that's terrible. That means that their heart is injured, right? But Paul is saying that if you confess with your mouth, and we'll just put a cross right here to symbolize Jesus, that if you say with your mouth that Jesus is your Lord, but you also have to believe, all right, that Jesus is your Lord. You combine these two things, okay? Now, people are looking at that going, man, that's complicated, right? But no, don't make it complicated. Forget about this, because the Bible says that if you confess with your mouth Jesus as Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. So it doesn't take this complication, this picture. It just says all you have to do is say, Jesus is my Lord, but you have to believe it. So in other words, all you have to do is believe that Jesus is the Son of God and believe it in your heart that he died and he was raised to forgive your sin. Then you are a believer, a Christian. Okay? So, here's what I want you to do. We only have a couple minutes. If you believe that, and if you said, Jesus is my Lord, and if you say you believe, tell me about it, okay? Just email me and say, hey, Thomas, that's me, man. I believe, okay? And you understand it. Love you guys. See you next week. It's going to be Lillian, not me, because Lillian is awesome and I'm not. And you're probably tired of looking at me. Remember, everybody who goes to Kids Church gets a free t-shirt. Be praying for your Sunday school teachers, okay? Because they are missing you like crazy, all right? I miss you. I miss Walmart, okay? There, I said it. Love you.